Hello everyone and welcome to the Vortex where lies and falsehoods are trapped and exposed. I'm Michael Voris, wrapping up our stay in Europe and extending our gratitude to the benefactors who made it possible. In one of the most stirring and thoughtful speeches given during his reign as Supreme Pontiff, Pope Benedict addressed the question of governing justly to the German Parliament, but intended it to be heard around the world. Needless to say, the secular media yawned, and politicians, some of them mostly applauded. Actually, 50 refused to attend the Pope's address in Germany. There were a couple of moments, however, that seemed to ring true to his fellow Germans who now govern his homeland. On those occasions, there was loud applause. The Holy Father first addressed the question of what should motivate a politician. In short, his answer was justice. The other thornier issue of how to make decisions and pass laws grounded in justice, to this question, His Holiness essentially said that political leaders must understand, defer, and rule according to natural law. Natural law is rooted in God, in the Creator, and he made that very clear. The proper understanding that relations between men need to be based in their relationship toward God, that they must understand that without God there is no basis for claiming something is right or wrong, good or evil, and therefore just or unjust. And then, standing there as one who lived through it, he made the appeal to his fellow Germans that they as a nation have seen what happens when man rejects natural law, objective truth, and govern others from a place of self-interest. Unlike some of the members of the German parliament too young to have the living memory, this Pope very well remembers the tyranny of the Nazis. He lived through it, just as did his predecessor, Blessed John Paul II. He remembers very well the Gestapo and the stormtroopers marching all across Europe with their reign of terror. And he deliberately delivered these remarks to his fellow Germans to make the point history absolutely can repeat itself, and if that history is one of evil because of a disregard for God and the truth, then the history, although it will be in a different time and place, will be the same in substance. The strong oppressing the weak and eventually killing them. If that sounds like the horror of abortion, then you're right. Can anyone deny that the horror that descended here on Europe has not been equaled or surpassed by the tyranny of abortion? And just as the Nazi horror began with politicians passing unjust laws without respect to the natural law, so too has the horror of abortion been brought about by disregarding natural law. Natural law must be studied, understood, accepted, and used to legislate by, or the world will continue sinking into the abyss. The Pope threw down the gauntlet in the most astonishing means at his disposal last week, recalling a nation's injustice so that he could call them, and by extension all others, to a world of justice. Wrapping up from Europe, God love you. I'm Michael Voris.
Please help us keep delivering these kinds of messages that so desperately need to be heard and acted on. Join RealCatholicTV.com today as a premium subscriber. Become immersed in the faith established by Jesus Christ. The Catholic Church is the only hope against evil because that is its God-given mission. As our Lord said, apart from me, you can do nothing. Join RealCatholicTV.com today as a premium subscriber and come to learn and love Christ more deeply.